Okay, so welcome. This is the beginning to our end of the unit project on 5 themes of geography, and we're going to be creating a Prezi. So to start things off, I'm going to go over your directions. I'm going to show you an example of a Prezi, and then show you the grading rubric. So the two things that we have here is in your Google Docs, I have shared with you project directions, as we see here, and your project grading rubric. Also, if you need your 5 themes of geography, definitions, and what it's all about, it should be in their thing as in your notebook. So let's start off with our directions. I'm going to click on directions, and we see that we have our directions here. So here we go. You're basically what you're going to do is you're going to choose any country in Europe to research the 5 themes of geography about. You may choose any country you would like to, as long as it's in Europe. Once you've completed your research, you will bring all your information together on a Prezi presentation. We have used a Prezi presentation before, so you know how to do this. So I'll give you an example specifically, though, about the 5 themes. So before we move to that, let's go over what is required of you for your research. You're going to use your knowledge of the 5 themes of geography to research every theme in each of its subcategories for your specific country. You may use a book or internet sources for your research. So in case we forgot our 5 themes, which hopefully we haven't because we've gone over quite a bit this unit, these would be the notes that it is that you're looking for. These in the bold is your 5 themes, like location, place, human environment, interaction. And when I say you need to research each of the subcategories, that would be the ones that are in bullets. So like absolute location, relative location, under place you have physical and human, and so on and so forth, the different bullets that are there. So you can go back to that whenever you need to. But to go back to our required information, be sure to have specific examples for each of your subcategories. So that's what I was talking about there. So for example, with place, you have physical and human characteristics. So make sure that you give me a specific example for each of those characteristics. But let's not say something that's vague or could be found at any place around the world. So a bad example would be just saying something for a physical characteristic would say France has lots of rivers. We're missing a lot there. You don't have a specific river. That could be found anywhere in the world. You're not giving me any information about that river. So here's a good example. The Seine River is a river in Paris, France, that's one of the main commercial waterways within the country of France. It is used to transport goods and people to many different areas of the city of Paris. That would be good because I'm giving a specific example here about a certain river, and then I've described it very well by saying you can transport goods or and people and things like that. It's also in the city of Paris. So that's what I'm looking for each of your subcategories. That's what you need to research. 3, make sure your information is accurate and described well. So this is a good description and it is correct. Let's not be using things from Wikipedia that we know someone may have done. So that's what you want to do when you're looking for your research of each of those things. Once we've compiled all our information, we're going to create a Prezi. Your Prezi is going to have lots of different things on it. So I'm going to show you an example of a Prezi first, and then we'll come back to what all of these requirements are. But you're going to be looking for these things while I'm going through. So look to see that it is neat and colorful, different styles of font, pictures and drawings and videos and those type of things. So let's show you an example of a Prezi. So I'm going to go to a Prezi that I have that is about the 5 themes of geography of France. So start off by first seeing the first one is it has my 5 themes here, and you see that I have location, place, human environment, interaction, movement, and region. So then now I want to come out of that. So hold on one moment. There we go. So come out, and then I want to go to this one, which is human environment interaction. You have adapt. Notice I put my information in here, and then I have a picture for it. And I didn't do all of them together because it would be too much information kind of boggled down together. We have different color font, 2 different styles of font. I can move over to Rely, and Rely has a similar thing. We have that there for you to see. So this zoomed in a little bit more for you to see. We see the different color font, the different styles, and we have a nice picture there. So we're gonna come out of that and come back, and I will show you a couple other different things. Notice these are all the different themes of geography and their subcategories. So this here is what we had for location, and we have the absolute location of the capital city, and you have the relative location of this as well. So those were some examples of the Prezi with the pictures and different style font and things like that. Now here's another one where I'll show you. It has a video clip, which you're going to need to have at least two clips and two pictures. I created that in there, and I'm not going to necessarily go in and show you what this is, but it was a YouTube clip that I found that I dragged in, and you can watch that about the different types of food that people like there. So we'll see a little bit of clip for that. So I want you to get creative with that. So as you move along, you'll see that each of these are ones that you have different examples for each of the 5 themes. And that is what we would be looking for a Prezi. So to go back to our directions, you would see in there that everything, you want to make sure it's neat and colorful, easy to read. You must use at least 2 different font styles and 2 different colors. You saw that in there. There was some pinks and purples and greens, and there was different fonts and things like that. Every subcategory had a picture or a drawing or a video that was relevant to the information that was there. There must be at least 2 pictures and 2 videos used throughout your project. So anywhere in your project, I want at least 2 pictures and at least 2 videos. You can use more than this, but like I could, if I wanted, there's about 13 pictures and things like that you're going to need overall. If I needed to have at least 2 videos, I could have 2 videos, and that would then leave me, I could do 11 pictures if you wanted to. That's completely up to you. Or you could do 5 pictures and 6 videos, whatever it is that you want, just to make sure that each place subcategory has something to have a visual representation. So that is the directions for that. If you go back to your drive, you will see what your grading rubric is and what you will be graded on, and it is right here. So you have your information, making sure you have each theme of geography. Is it relevant to the people that live there? Do you have specific examples? So you didn't just say river, you said a specific river there. It's accurate, it's well described. So we kind of gone over that already with that. Your photos and videos, make sure that they're at least 1 photo or video. I'm sorry, that shouldn't say 1. I'm going to change that on us right now. At least 2 photo or video to represent, oh, I'm sorry, I messed that up again. 1 photo or video to represent each of your subcategories. So that's like each subcategory should have something. There can be more for each, but a video clip and picture should be used at least twice, like we went over. Photos are relevant to the topic, so don't give me a picture of food when we're talking about a river. Spelling and grammar, your words should be spelled correctly. Your sentences should be written with proper grammar. Creativity in your layout, your final product's colorful, creatively laid out. You use 2 different fonts, 2 different colors. Your layout's easy to read. There wasn't too much or too little information in each section. Like I didn't have to keep pressing on things, but there wasn't too much in one thing. You use some form of movement and special effects in your Prezi at least 2 times. So like you saw with me when we spun in and out and things like that. So that is what we are looking for with your project. Hopefully this explained most of what you needed to have for it. If you have more questions, you can contact me. If you want to be able to have your Prezi available, I will have a link to that Prezi on my website. I will also be able to share it with you in our Google Docs. I'll give you the link as well. So if you need that to look at, and hopefully this helped you out. Thank you.